Welcome to my tutorial on how to play Abomination in Absolvement. One of the first things you want to do is head over to your soul tree, and if you have the necessary points, get the first 3 in rot for the crit, and stone for the crit also, because this is going to be a crit build. Also, go all the way up here so you can have this skill too. This is not necessary. You only need this and this, technically. So, I also got up to here, but you don't need to because I just had extra soul points. Now, notice this. This is dungeon mark. Well, when I was trying to record this video in the menu screen, I was doing a dungeon and then it kind of crashed. So now we're here. So you want to choose your weapon as the glaive or a shield. Both kind of work. And updraft. So that way you can hit a lot of enemies really quickly. Just hits a lot. You see that? A crit. And it procs that effect, and you get a lot extra damage on your crits. It's just useful to have. That's the earth one, by the way. The disease one is 10 times more useful. However, you need to inflict rot. Oh, looky here. On my previous build, I got some pretty good level 1 luck and got this. Now I have to crush this down and get my disease. Now you want to aim for pestilence and feated strike, and since this is an abomination build, you will want to use every disease thing, because it's kind of like you just need pestilence and feated strike, so it's kind of just you get what you get and you don't throw. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't get glacial rot. I take that back. This build's perfect so far. So once you get feated strike and pestilence and updraft, you are pretty much set for the run, if I'm gonna be dead ass. Like, this is pretty strong. The blood plague from that disease thing, if you were to choose over the earth one or the disease soul tree path, I would choose disease every single time. The blood plague effect is just too good. It's just solos everything. For abomination, you it's a bit hard to explain. How do I explain this? Okay, I'm gonna explain every sin while I'm waiting here. So, every 2 minutes, you're gonna have to eat due to gluttony, and this can happen during combat, which is really annoying. Theft makes you just not get much money, and it makes it so that way all shop prices are doubled, and if you want to get a lot of value out of your abomination runs, you need to buy everything in the shops for the soul fragments. Because when you buy things from merchants, it counts towards as 2 soul fragments towards your end goal. Taking potentials here also give you extra soul fragments. Killing mobs also does so. Greed makes it so you only get 2 potential rolls. And it makes it so you have to take the highest one, but you are blind to what you get anyway. So it doesn't even matter. When you try to take things, judgment blinds what you see, what you can get from when you use a crystal, and then deceit tries to put something that's not even meant to be there. So deceit and judgment work really well with each other. So it's kind of ironic how they contradict each other. So it doesn't really matter. And these crits I'm landing are some of these fissures, which do a lot of free damage. Oh, I got feated slash. Oh, this is such a nice start. The rainfall. Why did I pick this? I made what every what every human can make. A mistake. I misclicked. Boo-hoo. Yeah, I really can't say anything. I just had skill issue there. So notice how when I clicked on those potentials, I only got 2 of them, and then I couldn't read them at all. That's because of Judgment. Judgment makes you so you can't read crap. Oh, by the way, Pride makes it so you can't heal, basically, without getting decreasing heals. Like, if you heal a lot, it's gonna slowly make it so you heal less and less. So I'll try not to heal if I were you with consumables, or healing in general. Oh, you see that? That's Blood Plague. See that disease damage? When they have a red quarter towards them, that indicates they have Blood Plague. Fetus Strike just gives you 3 damage. It's just so free. See, I can't read them, and I have to choose the highest rarity, otherwise I get decreasing damage. Always choose the highest rarity when you're in that situation. I recommend breaking breakables, because breakables are kinda... With Abomination builds like these, you need to, like, be cautious. You need to hit things. You just need to not make bad moves. It's just... it's very hard to play Abomination, just due to the fact that everything wants to... You're just nerfed in so many ways. Since you can't read your cards... By the way, since Deceit tries to disguise what the card does, like when you're picking a skill and a skill only with Abomination, because it normally would work on potentials. However, Judgment blinds everything, so it doesn't even matter. It's kind of funny, actually. Wrap makes you take 45% extra damage. Slaughterer gives you permanent debuffs that you can revert by killing something temporarily. So it's kind of like, bruh. You're also stuck to 1 life. I forgot to mention that. Welcome to Abomination. And since Gluttony makes you eat things periodically, you might get stun locked during the fight. Might or might not. You do get the buff while in the item, at least. At least it doesn't completely screw it over. That's the only happy thing I can say. If it isn't obvious enough, I'm using the cat ear race, which is the cat race, which gives you extra crit chance. The sole reason why I use it. To prep for anything, you just use Defeated Strike. You use Pestilence. You touch the Mirror of Doom and Despair. It has Blood Plague, it has all the debuffs, and then it dies. Yeah, that's how strong those soul points are. Since I applied the Raw on them and then crit them, oh, looks like you lost all your health. Too bad, so sad. You can discard in a sore attempt to get a chest that maybe will give you some crystals so you can get skills like these. But once you get these skills, it's just kind of easy to farm Abomination and get... Because you're at kind of like your peak DPS as a level 1. It's just really strong, this build. Especially with your high crit chance, you just demolish anything that comes at you. Here, I'll give an example against the boss. Like, if you can land Pestilence, if you had Necrotic Pestilence, it's like over the second you get that. Boss knows they're cooked, bro. You apply Raw, so that way that you'll always apply Blood Plague. There's nothing they can do, and they're essentially cooked, like very cooked. Okay, unfortunately they didn't have Blood Plague there. But you see these crits? The crits are slowly adding new effects on them. They got posture broken. I'm now gonna... Okay, well, that's what I meant by... Now they have Blood Plague and now everything's on them and now they're dead. Yeah, crack disease crystal for my efforts. I think you get the gist of the build. It's just very good for reaching top DPSs. And then blitzing anything that gets in your way. Here, I'll do another dungeon as an example. But it's just very good for Abomination runs. Because you want to kill things quickly before they kill you. And this is a great way to farm a lot of soul fragments because of how easy it is once you have this many soul fragments. Just mainly try to get the raw one, like the Blood Plague damage is so high. Anyway. I'm gonna show you one more encounter, and I'm gonna end the video here because it's really all the tips I can give for Abomination is this loadout, because this loadout just does such a high DPS. They really can't survive against you, especially this early on. Now I hate these little pixie things. Like, they can go to hell. Like, these guys are so annoying. It's actually, you see how that person died, even though I wasn't attacking them. That's how strong this is. And then the Pestilence is gonna break through the shield. No! No, you're alive? Okay, good, die. You just see this damage. It's just so strong. And then I land another Fisher spawns. It just makes early game easy, effective, what you want in an Abomination run, because you're eventually going to wipe this. And then look, I get a shop. Oh, this is actually Swordbreaker? Dang. But you see why I hate theft. Double prices. Sometimes theft is gonna lie to you. This is obviously not a primal shadow crystal. It is the skill, but you're not buying the skill. It's quite obvious that they're trying to scam you because of deceit. You want to buy everything in a shop generally, but I don't have the money to waste. Sadly. You start getting chests the second you have maxed max potentials. Like, by taking, like, instead of discarding your potentials, you can just max out your potentials to start getting chests instead. Because I crashed on that last run, I still had the potentials from the previous run, which allowed me to start getting chests. Now with this build generally, you're just gonna wombo combo them. Especially if you get Pestilence and Defeated Strike this early. Like, they're dead now. There's nothing really that early game enemies can do. Heck, late game, if you start getting some of the good upgrades for Pestilence, like Black Death, they're done. It's over. And then you get your free soul fragments, and then you can go on another run for even more soul fragments. Or you can make a fun build with this too, because it's viable in both ways. Originally, I was thinking of using the nature path with the Verdulent Poison to get that crit, and then I kind of realized it wasn't exactly working out, so then I kind of switched off it. That was originally planned, but now the plan's just those two, because they're just very effective. If you're curious why I'm landing so many crits, it's mainly just because of the one crit tree thing that allows it, so that way, if I don't land critical hits, I start getting crit chance. It's just so good. I'm gonna glaze it forever. It's just peak. It's easy crit, easy damage, easy DPS. Ta-da. And that's another one done. Anyway, if you guys want me to post any more tutorials, let me know.